these are the basic HTML page structure, so which I have explained you what we need the visually when you want to see the structure. Okay, so first, as I mentioned, you are going to use HTML. So you can add the doc type also, so that will be seeing next. Okay, so the basic is like you have to use the HTML. Then there is a section called heading section. So this is your head section. So you can see here I have used here head. Okay, and here I am using the title text. So whatever the title you write, so it will appear into the title bar. Okay, and inside the head you can see that head is closed down. So inside head also we add CSS, add into the head tag. It will not appear on the browser. It will be for the backend purpose. Okay, your style sheet, your like validation, everything will be controlled through that. Okay, and next it will be the body section. So in the body section, whatever you write, either it's your heading tag, it's paragraph, image, your login form, your sign up. Okay, so whatever the things are there, everything will be displayed on this. Okay, so you can use here, and similarly you have to close the body tag, and similarly the main HTML will get closed. So this is the page structure of your HTML. Okay, and further you can proceed to make any kind of portal. So you can see that the example which already we have seen the yesterday example. So you can see here I'm using here doc type. So what is the necessary to mention a specify doc type? So doc type, it's like a document type. So what type of document you are using? So we are using actually doc type is a HTML. So that's why we are writing as a HTML, not exclamatory mark symbol. Then with the doc type, write this into the capital only, and then you use the HTML document, then whatever the title and paragraph. So I have not written anything like body section. So the moment you write like this, so you can see the output how we are getting. So output will be like small, very small document. So what we have wrote into the inside the title, that is appearing in the title bar, and what we wrote inside the paragraph, it is displaying on the page, that is this complete this area. So whatever you are seeing this area, so this area will be covered. So this is your structure of your HTML document with the example. Okay, next, structure of HTML documents, that is your doc type. Okay, so what is the doc type? So in short, as I mentioned, we write as a DOC doc type. So it is actually document type definition. Okay, which will be giving the information to the browser what type of document you are using and how it's about the process, how it will be processed. So this just kind of information is going to give to the browser what type of document we are using. It's a HTML document, or it's a notepad document, or it's a PDF document, but we are actually using for HTML, so we'll be using as a doc type HTML. So how you will declare? The syntax will be, this is the syntax here, like you have to give the tag symbol, that is the less than symbol, then exclamatory mark symbol, and you are going to write doc type, and again that is the greater than symbol, you use it. Okay, so this is the declaration for doc type, and doc type declaration represent your document type, helps to the browser to display web page correctly. So this was actually when you use HTML5, most of the website, whenever you open any website, definitely you will find this doc type will be specified over there. Even if you not used, this will display the result. It is not going to affect your output or whatever this you are writing inside the body section. But the best practice, a good web developer, they will follow the structure correctly. So whatever the structure is there, they have to follow, then only that is because it's a standard. Okay, and it must only appear once. Yeah, that means you are not going to use so many times into your HTML page. Suppose somewhere you need an image, as we have seen in previous example, we were using img tag, right? So when you use img tag, it's not there again we have to specify doc type, it's an image. No, it's only one time, that too before HTML tag start you are going to write it. Okay, so remember this point. then it is, as I said, right? So this is not the case sensitive. You can write lowercase, you can write uppercase. It will not impact on your code. The result will be displayed on the screen if you use either lowercase or uppercase. Okay, and doc type declaration is for HTML5. Okay, so you can use in, I will show you the any example. We'll use the doc type and we'll see that how the result will be different. Okay, so I'm using here doc type as HTML. Okay, very simple program. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just add here one doc type. Okay, I'll be writing as a doc type. Okay, so I'll write as a HTML and save it. You should always use before HTML tag start. You are not going to use between HTML. Okay, so I have saved it. Okay, so we'll execute this. Okay, you can see that there is no difference, right? What we executed yesterday, the same result we are getting. Even if you remove this, it will nothing, no impact will be there. So every time you should save your notepad. You can see here, right? So there is no difference in this. Can you find out any difference? Okay, so you can use like doc type even if you use, as I said, right? Okay, so you can see I can use here as a doc type, so it is working fine. There is no problem. Okay, so this is, as you can see here, we have another like just another example. You can see I'm using HTML. We are using here another attribute as a language is equal to English, and you can see here I'm using also as a meta character set UTF-8, right? So why we are using this? So because whatever the character we are using, that is the wherever we are using this font, that it's required to be set like UTF-8. You can see that in your system when you use any like there is a format called UTF-8, 16, 18. Okay, so you can specify the meta character set. Okay, the language, which language this document is there, that also you can write. There is no much difference you are going to get it between that. Okay, so this is the another structure. Okay, next regarding the head and body section. Okay, as I said, right, HTML5 does not require the use of HTML and head and body element, right? But we have to use because that is the standard. What it is saying, that means, let's see that. It is saying that we don't want HTML. See, I will remove this head section. I'll remove this title section. Okay, let's save it. Okay, I'm removing this HTML also. Let me see, just alter some code and then you see that result what we are going to get it. See that we are getting the result, right? There is no changes. Still we are getting the title tag. So this is the actually the benefit of HTML5. So whatever the browser today we are using, all the browser supports HTML5 and CSS3. Okay, so that's why here you can see here I have not used any HTML head. Okay, I have used the body tag, so it is working inside the body. Whatever we will write, it will, if you take this and if you keep inside this, obviously it will represent into the your page. It will appear here. So that's what it is saying that. Okay, so right, so most of the elements should be inside the body tag only. You are going to use the body tag compulsory, you should write. Okay, now HTML contains all other HTML elements in the document, like item 2 in previous slides. So what is the item 2? So this is the item 2 and we are using as a attribute language is equal to EN. EN stands for English. Okay, Next, head contains descriptive element, as I mentioned, right? So in the head tag, what you are going to add? You are going to add your style sheet. You can see, as in previous screenshot, you can see that I am using here a style sheet. So if you make separate CSS file, you have to connect with your page. So for that we have to use link tag, link rel for relevance. What is the relevance? That is it is a style sheet, and you are going to use the reference, that means where this file is located. The similar way, the scripting will be there. You are going to use the scripting, and source, where is the path of your JavaScript that you have to add, and then close that. So whatever you want, like validation, login validation, so everything will be there in the JavaScript. So you have to add those script inside the heading section. So that's what it says, the point number 2. Point number 3, that said body content. Okay, so it will display the information, whatever displayed, whatever you have added into the body, and it will be displaying in the browser. You can see here what result we are seeing here. So this is your this entire section is your inside the body section. Okay, so we have used the meta tag. Okay, so what is the meta tag? So this meta tag is you can see that why we have used, because we want the document format to be encoded into UTF-8. So you are going to write UTF-8. And next, external CSS, which I already said you, right? We are using the external CSS. There is 2 types of CSS you can add, CSS and JavaScript. One internal and one is called as external. That means external means you'll be having the code outside of the document and you are going to just link it. And internal CSS will be there. You are defining the CSS and JavaScript on the same HTML document, that is same HTML page. So that will be, you can specify the CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so for external you have to use link tag. Okay, so it will be used to connect your CSS file. And when you want to use external JavaScript, then you have to use like a script language equal to, even you can use language is equal to JavaScript or JS you can write, and followed with this. You can see here one example. Only I am using here body tag. There is no title tag. So H1 I have used, H2 I have used, then I have used paragraph, then again I have used next paragraph. You can see that this photo is, so whatever you want, just write the text. Then I am linking this central part. Okay, so I am just linking. So whenever this will be highlighted, the moment you click on this, it will give you the result. Okay, so next some information, then paragraph closed. Then I am writing the image tag. So image path I am giving. Then again S3 tag. Okay, some review. Okay, then division. Next you have some again division I'm writing. Okay, so HR is for use for horizontal rule. Okay, so one line, horizontal line will be appeared like this. You can just follow and write. You can see here copyright if you want, @copy semicolon. Even if you want to give the space, @NBSP semicolon. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, so this is the, I want this to be connected with Google. Okay, I want when I search, it should go Google website should open. So what you have to do, you have to give the link. So what I have to do, I have to use anchor tag. So best practice, always use a small letter. href is equal to, okay, I'll give the https.google.com. okay, and then I want this. Okay, I'll give okay, fine, I'll close it and let's see our result. So now you can see that the color is changed, because it means that it has linked with some other page. The moment you click, you can see there we are able to open the google.com. So this is the hyperlink, it works. So even similar way, if you want any image, okay, so hope you all understood till here, right? So just keep practicing some of the basic tag, okay, then you will get the idea.